Hello everyone and welcome to A Slice of My Life. Ed Charly reached out to me and after a short conversation, they sent me one of their products to take a look at, and so it is mail call time. Let's crack this package open and see what they've sent over. Here we go. Simple and straightforward, no need for a pocket knife today. Here is the product in a very nice black box, and it features this textured pattern which is quite cool, very classy. And on the front you've got the Ed Charly logo debossed in gold foil. Let's lift off the lid. There we go. Oh, I wasn't expecting this part. Let's have a look at this. Well, this feels like there's another product in here, but oh my goodness, that smell, unmistakable. This is crazy horse leather. Unmistakable smell. Right, let's put the box off to the side. Very cool Ed Charly branding though. I want to leave it here because I think that's nice. So first of all, in my hand, this is something that looks like a card holder in a Ziploc bag. I don't think this is the actual packaging. I believe this is a separate product that Ed mentioned he was going to put into the package, so this might be it. But I believe that the standard retail packaging would be something more like this, where the product or the item is wrapped up in a felt cloth. And I have to say, the texture here is nice. Alright, let's just unwrap this. Oh, it's not even a piece of cloth. It's a bag. Oh, nice branding right there. Wow, this logo is actually quite cool. Ah, there we go. Wow. Wow, this is quite cool. This is also a card holder looking kind of thing. Wow, I'm very surprised in a pleasant way. Okay, well, now that I have two items here, I think this is going to be a standalone video. Initially, I was thinking of doing like, you know, the usual where I have the unboxing, then I will carry something on my EDC and then give you guys a follow-up section. I think this deserves its own unboxing video because it's two products, right? And I want to be able to focus on one at a time after this. Let's remove the other from the Ziploc bag and then I will be telling you guys what the name of the products are. Don't mind me, I'm just putting all these in the corner so that there's some cool branding going on and staying on point throughout this video. Now, this looks to be what is known as the Ed Sleek. This is a minimalist wallet, and this version is, of course, in crazy horse leather. It's unmistakable, guys. That smell. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I love this. Oh, by the way, if you guys are hearing any kind of noise in the background, I must apologize. It's construction again. Look, the area I live in is like perpetually under construction. I don't know why. It's like non-stop. They just... You heard that, right? Well, anyway, it's like non-stop construction. I mean, I guess it's a good thing, you know, they're kind of building up the area and adding better facilities. But I've been living here for the past 27, almost 28 years now, and I dare say that the last 20 years has been non-stop construction. I digress. Anyway, this here is the Ed Contemporary. This is a minimalist card holder wallet, and this one is made of black Saffiano leather. I remember why this seems so familiar to me. That's because this is also, I think, well, sorry if I'm wrong, but I think this might be the same pattern featured here on this wallet that Emma gave me a few years ago that I don't use anymore. But yes, I still keep it because, you know, it's memories, keepsake. And basically, I'm showing you that because, well, if you notice, I said a few years, but the leather's still going strong. Bringing the focus back to the Contemporary, this is made of black Saffiano leather, as I mentioned, and I'm looking very closely at the quality, the build, and I kind of want to say the fit and finish, but I think I should say the workmanship on this. Yes, that's the word, workmanship. You know, I have to make sure I use the right term when I'm reviewing the right product. Fit and finish? No, sorry guys. The workmanship here is pretty solid, and the lip of every single card slot has been finished very nicely. You have that single line there, and I believe that this is some kind of a heat press kind of line. I'm no expert at leathercraft here, guys, but I'm taking a look at this wallet and I'm just pointing that out, that I like these over here, and it looks like it's folded in. Yep, that's right. So the leather is actually folded inwards behind this lip here, so that will deter fraying on the edge of the lip. And then on the inside, it feels like this is made of some kind of a nylon weave. So this looks like it's going to be holding 6 cards with a cash slot here, and I believe that this is a standard cash slot. I think that they have another version with a through slot. Here I have a bunch of credit card size cards. I don't have 6, but I do have 5 at least. Let's just start fitting these into the respective slots. Alright. I see. So in the second slot, it sits a bit deeper. So I'm assuming that this on the highest slot might be totally concealed. Am I right? Nope. Okay, I thought it was going to go all the way in and be fully concealed. Let's see if it's the same here. Okay, it's getting a little bit tough to slide more cards in now because I already have 3. That's 4 cards. But I think that overall this wallet will expand over time as you use it. Okay, let me just put it on the front slot here. Yep, facing a bit of resistance, but you know, it's the first time I'm using this. And that looks good. Alright, I have a few Singaporean dollar bills and I've got 2 $10 notes and a $50 note. This obviously will not be holding the notes if you don't fold it, but let's fold it in half and see how deep it will take these notes or these bills. So it's a little bit tight. But can it sit in all the way, especially the 50 note? I'm going to try a little bit more, guys, just to see if I can coax it to sit all the way in. And it does feel like this is the maximum that it can go. Like this is the deepest that it'll be able to sit inside the Contemporary. Let's see if I change the orientation. Will that help? This might work. Maybe in this orientation it just might work. Let's try it out. Oh, and just to point it out again, you know, the $50 bills and the $10 bills are of different sizes here in Singapore. So the 50 is the biggest out of these notes that I have here. Of course, I think that the $100 bill is slightly larger than the $50 bill. But can it sit in all the way? No, it looks like it cannot. So I guess if I want those bills to be completely concealed, I'm gonna have to fold them into thirds. Yeah, it definitely feels like it. Wait, let me just take out some cards and see if that works. And mind you guys, I just want to let you know that I'm not being particularly careful with this wallet right now. I'm just like going at it. Well, this shifted. You know what? I don't know if this is a good idea to have this here. I'll try to maintain this here. But what I'm trying to say is that this is seeming to hold up very well, despite the way I'm mistreating it right now. So yeah, no cards. Yeah, it goes in like that. So that much is going to be exposed if you're carrying a $50 note. But a $10 note, and I have a pair of $10 notes here folded up in half. Yep, it's going to be completely flush and discreet, even in, I believe, the other orientation. That's right. So it holds tens perfectly and it doesn't protrude out at all. So no peeking out, but for the 50 you're gonna have to fold it into thirds, just like that. Then it'll sit in there and be completely concealed. See? So dollar bills wise, this is completely fine. Cards wise, this is okay. Now that I've already managed to put in 5 cards, is it going to be easier for me to put these 5 back in? Okay, so the first 3 were relatively easy, I remember that. On the other side now, so I went for the bottom 2. Yep, you can see that now I take a bit more effort. I'm needing a little bit more effort now, but seems to be quite okay. Yep, that's okay. It's easier than before, for sure. So it's expanded a little bit. But I love that line. Yeah, it just matches. It lines up very well with the card right in front of it. And these see-through slots, I believe, are to help to, I guess, allow you to push it up like that. So maybe, for example, this could be like your travel pass card, or maybe like your ID card. It could be like a staff card if you need one at work. It could also be like the most common credit card that you use, so it's easy for you to push up like that instead of always having to lift up from this lip. You know, like squeeze the sides of this wallet a little bit and then lift it up here and pull it out. I mean, that's not a problem as well. Wait, what? There's a line on the Boost card that actually lines up with this. What? Yeah, I think this is a pretty good way to push this out. Wait, seriously? What in the world? Yeah, there is this line here. I don't even know where this came from. First impressions on this card holder, the Contemporary, it's pretty good. And now looking a little bit closer, you have the Ed Charly logo that is embossed near the bottom of the card holder itself. And I must say that overall finishing is pretty good. You guys can see it's all finished very well, very seamless all the way around. And then there is stitching over the top here, just along this opening, and that helps to add a little bit more security so that it won't be peeling off so easily. I like that. Good touch. And just like the other card slots, the fabric goes around the top of the lip of the money slot. One more thing to point out is that this also features RFID blocking. And so if you have, say for example, your travel card, you're not going to be able to scan it on the reader. You have to just slide it out, and then you can scan your card. But that is going to be a breeze because of this slot over here. I love this slot. This is awesome. But once again, everyone, this is the Ed Charly Ed Contemporary Minimalist card holder that holds up to 6 cards. And this one is made in black Saffiano leather with a standard cash slot. up top here. And in case you are wondering, yes, this is also available in Crazy Horse leather. Now let's check out the second product, which is the Ed Charly Ed Sleek, the ideal slim minimalist wallet. And this one here is obviously in Crazy Horse leather. I've mentioned it a few times so far in this video, but just taking a look at it overall, this looks like it has 2 card slots and it's got some nylon material here as well. I don't know what material exactly this is. It's got a cash slot. This is a through cash slot style, and this is a standard cash slot style where the base is sealed up. I've wanted to kind of experience this. I don't know why anyone would want a through cash slot, but I guess now I'm gonna find out. And you know, sometimes the only way to understand things is to actually experience it, and so I have this right now. So thank you, Ed, for putting this, like 2 variants in this single package. You guys know, after this I'll be putting this on my EDC, and then with experience and actually using it, I'll be able to understand or better understand why anyone would use a through cash slot. But yes, here, like I said, 2 slots for credit cards. Let me take out 2 of these cards here and slot them in there. The first card goes here, and the second card goes here to the front. And it felt slightly easier to slide the cards into the Ed Sleek. So let me just take a look at the width. Yeah, you guys can see that. It's just very slightly wider than the Ed Contemporary. Like maybe like 1 to 2 millimeters. But that makes quite a bit of a difference. This actually makes the cards a lot easier to slide in. And of course, you know, the quick access slot is a lot easier to use. I wanted to say the word actuate, guys. So sorry, use. It's also got this little loop here that I believe is made of nylon, like a nylon weave, and you can basically use this to attach a key ring, or maybe attach it to, I guess, your lanyard or something. And like I said, on the top, it is a through style cash slot. I guess this way I don't have to worry about my notes not being able to fit in all the way. Yeah, you see, so this makes the 50 note sit almost completely flush. Caveat that if you kind of do that, it might drop out. I really need to learn and really experience this for me to truly understand the value of having a through cash slot. I don't know, I'll just leave it there like that for now, guys. What's cool is this part. I've been holding back on this because I know exactly what this is. Let me grab a few coins and demonstrate that to you. This here has an extra flap that is stitched on to the outer lip of this slot. So you guys can see it is actually a proper slot in there, but you have an extra flap that is stitched on, just like that. And the idea is for you to put the coins into this slot here, just like so. So I got a couple of dollar coins. I got a 50-cent coin. This is the biggest coin in, I guess, the currency here in Singapore. I wanted to call it like the coin mint, I don't know. But that is the largest coin that we have in use. And then I've got a 5-cent coin as well as a 10-cent coin. And what you want to do next is you want to slide this flap underneath the top lip of this slot here. And you do so just like that, and you slide it in, just push it underneath, and then that will sit flat. And now that this is done, your coins will never fall out, no matter how hard you shake it. And I dare say that I don't even have to EDC this thing for me to know that this is going to be super secure and this is going to be super reliable. And if you look at it carefully, you can actually see the 10-cent or 20-cent coin sitting right there, peeking in the corner, and it will not drop out because no coin is small enough to do that. So all the coins will just be gathered into this area here. They'll pull up if you're holding this upside down, and that flap basically keeps them all from falling out. Such a simple application, so unique, so elegant, so sleek, but it works so well. So that's how you access this slot. Again, if you want to take your coins out, and then you just lean it on this side, and just pour them out. Magic. Once again, guys, just put the coins in there, right? Lift up this area, put that flap underneath, and you're good to go. It will never drop out. Look. Never. Just remove this again, take it out, and all the coins will come out. Okay, well, there are a couple of coins stuck in there still, but it's right in the corner, and I believe, there we go. So that's all the coins that we have. Now that we've gone through the coin slot area, we have some Ed Charly branding here. This one is a debossed Ed Charly branding, and you could see that this one actually has the EC logo, not just the text Ed Charly, compared to what is on the Contemporary where it's just the word Ed Charly. Either way, it is very tastefully applied. It's just a small and minimalistic, very simple application of the branding here, and I like that a lot. Now, looking at the workmanship and the stitching of this wallet overall, everything looks to be stitched in very well. And again, you have the stitching going over the top here of the top opening of the cash slot, and yeah, the same thing on the bottom. There we go. So stitching goes around the bottom here, whereas for the Contemporary, because this is not a through cash slot, there isn't any stitching going around the bottom. It is just finished off the same way it is on the sides. But here on the Sleek, you could see the finishing is done here with a small opening here to allow this tab to be stitched in, and then here, very, very well done. I want to take a look at how the lips of the slots are done. Yep, so they're folded over very nicely on both sides, and it's the same on either side of the opening for the cash slot. Nice, very, very well done, very well done. Now for the card slot, yep, it is folded over and stitched in. So is this. Yeah, that's good as well. However, I must say that this middle slot here, the fold over looks like it's glued on, and of course it is stitched on the edge. There is a little bit of glue peeking out, but this is folded over and it looks like it's pasted on. Maybe it's just a thin layer of Crazy Horse leather. And then here on the other side of the top card slot, oh wow, this is substantial. Okay, this is way more substantial. That's surprising, guys. Wow. Okay, I'm impressed with the build quality. I keep saying build quality, guys. I'm impressed with the craftsmanship and workmanship on this one as well. Very well done. And then here, and this, yeah, because it's stitched in. Ah, I see. Well, that's nice to know. It's not just a rectangular flap like that. It is a T-shaped flap that goes all the way in there. That makes me smile. That's well done. Good job. So once again, guys, this is the Ed Charly Ed Sleek, the ideal slim minimalist wallet that features a through cash slot, a coin holder section with a flap that prevents the coins from falling out, and you've got two card slots on this one, as well as a keyring slot or a loop here that allows you to attach anything that you want to. Oh, hold on, this one also features RFID blocking, which is very surprising. So I'm starting to think that it's this material here, this nylonish material, that's the RFID blocking material. Guys, I need to step my game up, in terms of these kind of technologies, because not only will I be better educated, but that also means that I'll be able to give you guys better, more accurate information. So I believe it's this material, because this material is also featured here on the Contemporary. So now, pricing. The Ed Sleek, this one right here in Crazy Horse leather is retailing at 45 Singapore dollars, and the Ed Contemporary, this one here in the black Saffiano leather, is retailing at 39 Singapore dollars, which in my opinion actually is pretty good value for money. I mean, considering the fact that it comes in this particular pouch like that, it comes in such a nice box, very well packaged, and for that workmanship, craft and quality, I think this is a super good value for money. And although this is a standalone unboxing and first impressions video, you guys already know I will be putting these on my EDC, using them for at least a week each, and then I will come back and give you guys my final thoughts on them after really experiencing them. In particular, I'm very interested in experiencing what it is like to have a through cash slot. If you like the content so far and you're enjoying this video, please give me a thumbs up, and if you're new to the channel, hi, welcome. Please consider subscribing and make sure that you hit the notification bell. Another great way to support the channel if you want to is over on Patreon. I'll put a link up here to that. I have exclusive patron only content as well as patron exclusive giveaways from time to time. So if you do become a patron of mine, thank you so much in advance. Once again, a huge shout out to Ed Charly for sending these over to me. Ed, thank you. These are really awesome products and I cannot wait to experience them when I put them on my EDC. Last but not least, thank you to all of you, my viewers. Without you guys, things like this would not even be possible here on the channel. And now to wrap things up, this is the Ed Sleek and this is the Ed Contemporary. This here is in Crazy Horse leather. This here is in black Saffiano leather. Both awesome products by Ed Charly. And by the way, if you didn't know, Ed Charly is a local Singaporean company. Thanks for being a part of this slice of my life, and I will see you in the next slice.